Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome wherever in the world you are. Hope you're all doing well today. So, we got another great day in Eve, and gonna do a few different things today. One of the things that we're gonna look at is one of my characters that is a skill farmer. We are also today gonna look at this this practice that we saw from a guy named Omega Carlos, that he was sniping contracts that appear to be valued. And so I wanted to do a test on that. I wanted to do a test to see whether or not I could make a profit off of misvalued contracts. And so we're not going to do that on my main character. But first off, I have to get some money. Because my character here, he's Mr. Moneybags, and I want to be able to run some contracts, but we've got 1.8 million here, and I need at least 1.5 or 1.5 or bleh. I need at least 1.5 billion, and I've got 1.8 billion. So maybe I tap into, one of my other characters here. Something like that. Maybe I just send some money from this character.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Ugg1 just followed.
And Ugg, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Connecting.
Yeah, let's send some money over from this character and see where we end up at. Got a bunch of stuff on him here. So
I've been there before, on the other side. It's not the first time, I must confide.
leave myself a little bit of money. He's got 744 million.
Hold my hands, hear what I say. We will come
Send
back
over
together.
700 million to my other guy here. Okay, that gives me 2.5. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I needed. So we'll
Another life to a collective soul.
log this other guy off. And then now what I'm gonna do is I've got this character here. What does he got for money? All right, let's just give all my money to my other guy here. And then my other guy here is gonna give back $1 billion. All right, so that leaves me the 1.5 that I wanted. And then this guy, he has exactly 1 billion. Exactly 1 billion. So now finance, contracts, and create 13 more contracts. Okay, so courier, and then let's see here. Yeah, we're going to do current region, and then reward minimum 9 million. Oh wait, I just got to put just a number in there. No zeros. Okay, collateral Max 20 million. Volume doesn't matter. Public can be high, low, null. Can be any of these, except there is no null in here, so we can do that. Okay, and then we do a search. No contracts found. Interesting. None. Not a single one. Okay, let's look all regions. No contracts found. Yeah, maybe I have something wrong here. Let me look on my other guy. So we had this set up yesterday. Contract search. Reward 10 minimum. And then no max. And this one was collateral 50. There's one here. Low sec. This is why this one pays this much. So that's why it's only 50 million value. Pays 20 million and it's 200,000. Okay, so I think was this the same person that put this other one up the other day? So last time we looked at this, it was a they were trying to get cargo containers out there. Pro tip: if you're trying to get cargo containers or station containers or whatnot out to null or low, instead of having somebody ship them out, what you do is you buy the blueprint and then you pick up the resources out there or have those shipped in. They're much smaller and you'll be able to ship them in yourself, or you can get it done. But when the containers here are manufactured, they're huge. They're just really, really big. And so that's why this guy is paying, this. So if this is the same guy, what we had yesterday was they had it at 10 million. And we're paying like 20 million. And so that was what we were looking at. So hello, John. Okay. So if I change this guy to be 50, then it comes up with a couple of them here. So, all right. So we are going to change this back to 20, and we are going to look just in the current region, which should show up 0, and I'll check back with him. So he has a billion ISK now, and we'll see whether or not this is a thing. If it's a thing where we can do this region-wide, or I mean game-wide, then I have pickers. And what I mean by pickers is every region that has high sec space, I have a character parked there, and it's multiple accounts, mini accounts, to do this because there's a lot of regions, but it requires they're all alphas, and it requires that we got multiple people involved, going all over the place and stuff. So, all right, let's look at this stuff again, and go 500, and then the max is 387 733. Not all regions. Current region. And then created. Newest first. All right. So there is some stuff here. It's interesting. Pays 10 million for 23 jumps and it's 15,000. Does that go? No, it doesn't even go through LoSec. It's only an 80 million thing there, but my that's too big for my blockade runner. Yeah, it only holds 4,500. My blockade runner, pretty nice though. It's got pretty good EHP and it's got a 3-tick alignment, so which is good. But it can't do that much. It can only do 4,500. I can expand it out. I wonder if I cargo expanded it out, what that would do to the size and what that would do to my EHP. The problem is undocking at JITA and doing anything out of JITA is that this very likely could get shot. Red King says, thank you for the chance to win. You are welcome, buddy. Thank you for the support. There's a new giveaway up today, by the way. There's a new participation trophy. Yes. So, and let's see here. Let's put this into simulate and then hardware and expanded. Expanded cargo hold 2. No, it's not going to get there. No, it's only getting up to 9,300. Yeah, I'm going to leave this at the 4,500. It only took down the AHP by 3,000. Anything over 13,000, 13,000 is kind of the average of a one-shot. When you have it up at like the 28,000 that I've got it, you most of the time can survive a one-shot. Red King says, thank you for the chance to win again. He must be entering multiple things. You can do them all in one entry, by the way. So, nothing required to do them separate. Just so you know. So, we're not gonna take this one out. Yes. So, let's see here. What other contracts have we got? That one was kind of interesting because it's really low collateral. Here are two 50,000 ones. It's 14 jumps and 399 million each. Oh. Well, we could take a freighter on that. Is it low? It's low sec. Never mind. Not interested. You'll notice something here, and that is that even though I have only high selected, because it begins in high and ends in high, these will come up. You got to pay attention to whether or not it's going through low sec. I'm not running these. There's no sense in it. But if I was able to do it in a freighter, 14 jumps, and I was able to, make 36 million off of running those, then that would have been interesting. But it's not very good. 35 jumps and it pays 60 million. Wow. All high sec. Give you 2 days to do it. God, that's a lot of jumps in a freighter. 35 jumps in a freighter will take around an hour. Yeah. I'm not sure I want to do that. Going to Ren's. I want 1.4 billion. It's a little bit more than I want to carry right now, especially with the 75% drop rate. $51 jumps. Holy cow. Yeah, forget that. 48 jumps. My goodness, these people don't pay well enough. Only 17 contracts found. $65 jumps, and it pays 20 million. Gee whiz. What are they thinking? Right? I mean, maybe somebody will run it. It's not gonna be me. Yeah, definitely not gonna be me. I can't, damn. I mean, yeah, and at 1.5 billion in a freighter, and they're paying 25 million for 45 jumps. I mean, they'll get somebody to do it probably, but it's not going to be me. No. I do wish that there was another feature in here with the contract stuff, and that would be ISK per jump. That I could say that I'm not willing to accept less than $1 million, and then it would filter out those two. That would be kind of nice if it filtered that out. But we don't have that. So all right, I don't see anything here that I really think I should be running. I mean, this one's interesting because it does pay. It's paying 1.7 million per jump. Man, that's a long trip. That's a really long trip. Waste a lot of time. But I could, at that low of an amount, I could autopilot it. Maybe that's what I do. I autopilot it. Thought. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We'll autopilot it while we do something else. Beeper, hello? Or shutdown alert. All right, we are in the proper ship to do this. It was 800 million. And it's 500 million in here. So that's fine. It's a fine amount. All right, so we are going to do an autopilot plan, and so I have a couple things that I do when I do autopiloting. So Udema here, we're going to give a cooldown. We're not going to autopilot in Udema. So the system before, we are going to just choose a station here at random. I wonder if I have station there. Okay, I'm just going to choose a station at random, and we're going to add that waypoint, and then Bale, we're not going to autopilot through Bale as well, and so we're going to look here and look at structures. Oh, there's no NPC structures there. There's just one here that's a free dock thing. Okay, so we're going to add that waypoint as well, and in doing that, we are going to cause the ship to auto dock right before these, and then I manually jump through. So that'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, right? Garu, hello?
Warp drive active.
All right, so
Autopilot engaged.
I'm in autopilot, and we'll stop, and then we'll manually jump through Udema and Bale. But the rest of it will be autopilot. And this trip is 35 jumps, and it's probably going to take around an hour to do it. So, all right, we are going to set client muting, inactive client muting, so that when I switch away from it, we don't have to hear all the sounds. But if I get scanned, or if I get attacked or something, I will hear that. Start a client here. Good luck. That'll be fine. Yeah, it will be fine. So here it goes. He's going to do his first autopilot jump, which will land him at 10 off the gate. For those of you that never done autopilot before, I mean, I'll show it here just for this first jump. But, you know, it gets to warp at the same speed, but getting, then it'll land about 10K off the gate, and then we'll slow boat in. And when it slow boats, this boat is slow, for sure. So, yeah, definitely. It is slow. Now, it's good to be able to keep an eye on it. I've got this on a separate monitor, and so I can keep an eye on it. Flashing in my camera. Reset it there. You can see here, it stopped about 9K out.
Approaching Stargate.
And it'll stop around 9 or 10K out, and then I don't know how long it'll take to slow boat in. Probably at least a minute. It doesn't go very fast. Yeah, see, we're only halfway there now. Getting closer. I think when we're within.
Autopilot jump.
Yep. About 2,500, it'll jump. So there we go. And that's the process. Now, like I said, I have it. It's going to stop at some other locations, just as a cool down, right before, you know, a couple pinch points. One before you demo, one before bail. So we'll let him do his thing. Now, I want to look something up here.
Connect.
Got this character here. This character has really good standings
Skill
with
training completed.
Galante and Minmatar. And let's see here. Just some pretty normal implants. And then Scott Galante and Minmatar, he's like really high with those, higher than I am with any other character. And it's with the it's faction warfare stuff. So, but he's not doing faction warfare anymore. Now, I am considering, I want to look up a station. I sometimes place orders out of this station here, and Chemtech, yep, Chemtech is Galante. So I wonder, now I wouldn't be placing orders with him. I want to place orders with my other guy that's right here. Now, to get, so this guy here, let's see what his standings are in this area. Let's see, interactions, standings, and like with Galante, I'm negative 1.74. To get that up, he'd either have to run like Sisters of Eve, Epic Arc, and then he can get this to go up without penalty to the Caldari stuff. Because his Caldari standings are very important. He does a lot of business in Jita. Or I can use this guy and I can run two different ones. I can run the, well, actually three different ones. I can run the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc with him and have a, I can share to my other guy, put them in a fleet together, and then share all the standings. The thing about that is that in most stuff, in specials and stuff, you can't get the state standings, but in a Epic Arc, you can share the state standings. And so I could do that with Sisters of Eve and then choose Galante. I could do that with Galante's Epic Arc, and I can do it with Minmatar's Epic Arc. Now, the Minmatar Epic Arc, its secondary is some Galante standing, not its primary. And so you'd get much less. But this guy having such good standings, you know, he can do that. What's going to happen with this guy, though, is that these negatives are going to continue to have pressure on them as long as I'm doing Caldari stuff. And so when I do a special or whatnot, they go down a small tick. It's not very much. It's, you know, negative 0.050. So it's 1/20th of, no, it's 1/200th of a full point. So it's really not very much. But it is something, you know. So, you know, I wonder, like, can I do like the Galante Epic Arc with him and then share it over, and how much standings would that really be? I actually don't know. I don't know how good that would be or not. So let's see what the encounters, got Capsuleer Day stuff, and then I guess it's not under encounters, it's under exploration. Is it agents and missions? Epic Arcs. So he can do Sisters of Eve, and Oh, it says that I've done 5 of the missions already with him. Okay. And it looks like I qualify for doing Gerstus. That's interesting. An angel, but I'm not going to do those. I don't want to harm my other standings. So, and here is the Galante Epic Arc. And it looks like, well, when did I finish this? Oh yeah, a long time ago. So I should be able to do it again. I mean, I did this, God, 5 years ago. So I should be able to do that again. Fleet up with my other guy and share all of the standings with him. And my other guy will have zero negatives. If I receive any negatives on this guy, like I might receive a negative on Caldari and on Amar stuff, it'll be small, just like I was showing the other negative there. But, you know, it's possible. So, let's see. Do I have any ships at Dodixie? Probably not. What kind of ship I should use for the Galante Epic Arc? Here. He's got a lot of ships that I just don't use anymore. How interesting. Wow, these are all faction warfare ships. I guess if I was wanting to get into faction warfare again, that's a lot of ships. Jumps away is that 42. This might be a good well, it's kind of expensive. I want to run something cheaper because I don't want to spend I don't want to take out a 1.6 billion-isk ship for running all over the place. It's good for running single missions, but I don't want to take it out all over the place. That looks to be about it for the ships that he's got. He has some stuff at Jita. Indication. Need a salvage module, kinetic and explosive weapons. That's thermal and explosive. Well-tanked battleship equipped with long-range weapons and micro-jump drive to defeat powerful elite battleships. Really, they're recommending a battleship. That's interesting. My goodness. That's not going to help me much. Shoot. Did I accidentally close window? I did. Right. Maybe a Megathron? Yeah, just seeing here. He doesn't have very much money on him. God, look at that. It's so hard to read. Wow. So my guy here, he's flying to his place where he'll dock for a couple minutes. I'll let him dock for a couple minutes. If I was scanned, then, you know, it gives a cooldown as well. Oh, that's 1.2 billion as well. Man, I'm just trying to find. Now, I wish I had. See, this is in Jita. What is this? But these are also expensive, these ships. The problem is that taking such expensive ships out to do this is that there's a lot of traveling, and you know, the risk of a gate camp is an issue. So I do have a Megathron there, and they're really recommending that. I don't know, man. Let's head over there and look. And is there any other ships in there? You know what? Let's look on this guy. Looking to see if he had any Megathrons. You know, we could do a
Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested.
what about Dominic's?
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested.
This one's
Autopilot
cheap.
Disabled. Waypoint reached.
See, this one's pretty cheap. It's only 659 DPS though. Damn. These are EM. How is this fitted? Explosive. So it's kinetic and explosive that I need. So that's fine. This is made to snipe it out. So there's a lot of missions though that there's a bit of traveling on it, you know? So if the primary is kinetic, then that would be, is that Caldari drones, which would be Wardens.
Dragons have balls of steel.
Legacy 1186 just subscribed. /.
Legacy, thank you so much for 46 months as a sub. Let's see, how about 1,380 gold? Everybody here in your honor. Thank you, Legacy. Much appreciated. So Dominic's good with drones? Yes, Dominic's is really great with drones. And with this setup, I'd be able to snipe everything from 100. But with that said, it also would be kind of a pain in the butt to maneuver around a lot of these because of only having the micro jump. I could replace one of these with a afterburner. There should be room in there to do that. Let's get this guy undocked and get him going through. We're manually going to do these next jumps.
Warp drive active.
So there's that Dominic's. And what's this one? Oh, but it's 1.7 billion, which kind of defeats. It has the same DPS. It's interesting. It kind of defeats what I'm wanting to keep the cost down. All right, I guess I'm gonna transfer this one over to the guy here. Accepted it. All right, we're gonna do manual jump through Udema. Once I get the jump on, then I can hit autopilot again. It'll be fine.
Drive
Right, there he
active.
goes.
Autopilot
Autopilot on.
engaged.
Do my contract search on this guy real quick. Nope, nothing. Okay. Back over to this guy. All right. If you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.